Good morning students, welcome to my channel Classmate. Today we will discuss about the last topic of class 7, that is time, from the motion time chapter. Okay, so let's start. At first you can see that is the definition of time. What is time? Time is the ongoing sequence of events taking place. That means sequence of ongoing events which comes one by one in a sequence. We measure all these by time, such that you take one example. In earlier morning sun rises, then sun changes its position, then noon comes, then evening comes, in this way. So all these events are placed at a sequence. So that is the time. Time is the ongoing sequence of events taking place. Now what is the unit of time? Basic unit of time is second. Basic unit of time is second. But if you want to take the time or count the time in a large we have to use a large unit, then you have to use minute, then hour, then week, then month, then year, in this way. But the basic unit of time is second. Now in earlier days the scientists discovered very simple devices to measure the time. That was water clock, hourglass, sundial, all this. That was very simple. But today we use a complicated device, lots of complicated device today we are using to measure the times. And in most of the clock we are using an oscillating simple pendulum which contain periodic motion. So now we have to discuss about the simple pendulum. Okay, so let's start. What is the simple pendulum? That is the attached portion, pivot, from where a lightweight thread is attached, and on another portion of this, another side of this, a small mass, that is the mass of this is m. It is called bob. It is called bob. It can freely move. It can freely move. Now the motion of this is periodic motion as well as oscillating motion, as because it contains to and fro motion, and it also repeat its path in a equal time interval. The same path it repeats, so it is the periodic motion. So m is the bob. M is the bob. The length from the attached portion to middle of this is called working length. It is called working length. Now the position at which the bob is fixed or stable, that is called mean position. Mean position. Okay. Now if you apply the force on this bob, then it will be displaced. If you apply force F in this direction, then this bob come to here. Okay. Now it again repeats path and come to and fro motion. Okay. Then again it comes to here. Let's take this point is A, the middle point is B, and this point is C. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Then again it comes to C, then again come back to A. In this way the distance from the mean position to one side of this is called amplitude. Okay, now we just consider the motion from point A. Okay, so point A to A to B and then B to C, A to B then B to C. In this way again it come back from C to B then B to A. In this way it repeats its path again and again. Okay, that is the oscillatory motion. So it is called an oscillating simple pendulum. Okay, now what happened? We have to measure the time period and frequency for this pendulum. We have to measure the time period and frequency for this pendulum. Okay, so you must note down all the things. That is the bob, that is working length, that is the amplitude, that is the mean position. Now A and C, both these position are called extreme position. Okay, C also, A and C both are called the extreme position. The distance between extreme position and mean position is called the amplitude. Okay, now let's see what is the time period of this simple pendulum. Very simple. If the bob start its journey from point A, then it comes to C. You just follow this arrow. In this way again it come back from C to B and B to A. The time taken, that is called from A to B, B to C, and again from C to B and B to A. So the bob start its journey from A, and when it comes back to the point again A, that is called one complete oscillation. One complete oscillation. It is called one complete oscillation. Understood? If you start, that means the bob start its journey from point A. So from A it comes to C and again it come back to point A. That is called one complete oscillation. If the bob starts journey from B, then from B it goes to C, then again C to B and B to A, then again it comes back to B at last. That is called one complete oscillation. From C, if the bob starts journey from C, so from C here it comes to A, again it's come back to C, that is called one complete oscillation. Okay, so at first you have to understood what is the one complete oscillation. Now to complete one oscillation, the time required to complete one oscillation is called time period. Time period of the pendulum. Okay, so time required to complete one oscillation is called the time period of the pendulum. That means what time it takes to complete one oscillation, that is called the time period of this pendulum. And the formula of the time period is T is equal to time period T equals to time taken by number of oscillations. Okay, you have to remember this formula. When we apply this formula, if it is given that in 20 seconds a simple pendulum completed 30 oscillations or 60 oscillations, so how to find out the time period? In 20 seconds, you must note down this, in 20 seconds A simple pendulum complete 60 oscillation. Then the time is 20 second and the number of oscillation in this 20 second, that is 60. So you have to write down this. Then what we will get? 1 by 3, that means 0.33 second. That is the time period of this simple pendulum. Okay, I hope all of you understood. At first you have to remember what is the complete oscillation, then it is directly related with the time period. Nothing is there, only the time required to complete one oscillation, that is called the time period of the pendulum. Now you come to the frequency. What is the frequency? Frequency is nothing. In 1 second, how many oscillations completed by this pendulum, that is called the frequency of this pendulum. Number of oscillations completed in 1 second is called frequency of the pendulum. Okay, so number of oscillations completed in 1 second, that is called the frequency of the pendulum. Now, how the frequency related with time period? How the frequency is related with time period? At first, we have to write down the formula of frequency. Just you look at this frequency. It is written in small f or small n. Okay, I have written small f equals to number of oscillations by time taken. Okay, time taken to complete such number of oscillations. So you just write down, if the same question is given in 20 seconds 60 oscillations are completed by a simple pendulum, you just take this, then what will be the frequency? So what was the number of oscillations? 60. You write down here 60. So 60, and what was the time taken? 20 seconds. So 20. 3 Hertz is the unit of frequency. Hz, it is written Hertz. In short, it is written Hz, Hertz. Okay, we denote the time period by T. Time period by T. Frequency by small f or small n. The unit of time period are the usual unit of time, that are second. The basic unit is second, smallest. Then you can use if there are given that in 30 minutes the oscillation completed 60, then find out the time period. Then you can use the other unit also, but the basic unit of the time period is second, and the unit of frequency is Hertz, 1 by second or Hertz. Okay, all of you understood? Now, what is the relation between time period and frequency? At first you write down the formula of time period. Time period T equals to total time by number of oscillation. Okay, and you write down the formula of frequency. Frequency F equals to number of oscillations by total time. So you can see that these two are just reciprocal of each other. Reciprocal of each other. Here it is total time by number of oscillation, in frequency number of oscillation by total time. So you can write down this such that 1 by total time by number of oscillations. Okay, that means 1 by t, that is the time period, 1 by t. That means the formula is small f equals to 1 by t. I hope all of you understood up to this. If you have any problem regarding this, you must mention it in the comment section. Okay, so all of you must like my video, share with your friends, and you must subscribe. All of you, thank you.